town. This is presumably what I should call Gross-Jägersdorf. Town with a nice church in the middle. The land is reasonably flat. There's a few enclosures, and over on the far side, where the Courland Army will be deploying, there is a slight ridge here, although probably used to deploy on. I'm going to assume that the Courland Army will position its fixed artillery somewhere in the centre here, as they normally do. But obviously they're going to have trouble positioning it because of all the buildings. So based on that, I'm going to group my militia into a brigade along with the pikemen, I think. And I'll position them somewhere here on the far side of the village. Where they should be reasonably protected from enemy artillery fire, and I'll support them with the militia cavalry. So they're there really to attract the attention of the enemy artillery without actually suffering too many casualties. And I can also move them into the suburbs of the town if necessary for extra protection. So then the regular army, I want to do sort of a flank attack with the regular army, but it's a question as to which side is the best to approach from. There's quite a lot of quite a lot of houses and buildings in the way there. I'm not sure if that's an advantage or not. I think I should do it from this direction. I think we've got the wood for a bit of protection. If they begin to get too much artillery fire, then I'll just spread them out a bit more. But for the moment, I'll just put my infantry brigade in battalion columns, give them a bit of protection on their left flank by positioning the cavalry there, and place Gottman himself in that position there. Okay, so the general's strategy for this battle then is that the militia will keep the Courland army occupied by demonstrating to their front so that their artillery are kept focused, while the regular Prussian army will swing round somewhere around here, come at them through these woods probably, and descend on their flank. That's the general strategy. Let's see how it works out. Okay, pause it in a sec. There's their artillery. Oh, there is their artillery. Not terribly good news. It's on the left hand side of the town, which means it's going to find it quite easy to switch its fire onto my approaching Prussian columns. I had hoped it would be positioned directly on the other side of the town, or better still over this side, but it isn't. General's bodyguard is close by. One unit of line infantry is there. Where's the other unit of line infantry? Oh, they're behind that wall there. Okay, this could get a bit messy then, because I'm probably going to get artillery fire from that battery as I approach. But we're committing now, so we're going to have to get through. What I'll do straight away is shake my men out into line and have them. There's a slight rise here which might provide a little bit of protection, so I'm going to shake them out into line, position to head for this reverse slope here. Quite a long two ranks just to further reduce artillery casualties. Tell the cavalry to move even further across, because I'm planning to swing them round if necessary to the rear of the enemy's position. Move my general as well. Right. Let's see. Any hit markers anywhere. It doesn't look as though they are firing at the militia, despite perhaps they just haven't seen the regular infantry moving yet. Or maybe they're out of range. In actual fact, they've stopped firing altogether now, which is even better. Rise is actually quite useful. It's enough to keep troops out of trouble, I think. Woodland's quite useful as well. I seem to be aware that something's coming at them from the flank because they're reorientating to face it. Artillery to face. Artillery is fixed, of course, so I can't really do that much. My intention is to sort of approach across, I think, across this open ground here. Perhaps is that a wall? I may even use that wall as cover. Yeah. So if I can reach this wall with my infantry, then I can deploy along here across their flank. And basically use that as a start point for the final assault. Cavalry would probably be best used to overrun the artillery battery. So they really need to come in through the woods. There's a slight rise there, or cliff, which might be a bit of a problem. Probably won't be too much of a problem. If I can bring the cavalry across here into the flank of the artillery battery, that will move. It's a matter of timing, really. I'll get the infantry in position first, see if I can get their infantry committed, perhaps even draw their general and his bodyguard into an attack on the infantry, and then when they're distracted, send my cavalry in to take out their artillery battery. How's it going? Oh, we're nearly there. Yeah. Okay, let's get them moving across now into the position where I want them to start their attack from. I've only got one regiment there. I'll move to 3 ranks now, seems as possible. I'll keep it. We still haven't got far by ranks, so there's no point really massing the troops together too much. But that's the infantry moving. The movement of the cavalry is going to have to be carefully timed. I don't want them arriving too early. I'll just sit there and get hit by artillery fire from the cavalry. Move that general. There he is. Here. In support of the attack, so we can see what's going on. Makes much difference, really. Their artillery is open fire again, and they managed to, actually firing at us now. Can't see any hit reports, so they don't seem to be doing very well if they are firing at us. The ground just does slightly rise in front here, so hopefully it's absorbing some of the enemy artillery fire, if not all of it. Things might get a little bit more awkward once we manage to get to the top of this rise. I'm just climbing the reverse face of it now. just about at the top of the rise. I can just see some of the smoke from the artillery far. Yeah, there's I can see some buildings from the town there. Bumped into a tree then. Oh, it looks like they're hitting my general by the look of it. I've just lost some of my staff. So I'm going to move my general down into this depression here and hope that will protect him slightly. By rights, their artillery should now be masked by their own infantry, but it doesn't appear to be stopping them firing. It's one of those silly situations that you get with the AI in this game, unfortunately. It's a real mess. They didn't program it properly at all. My men got hit then. Right, so the firefight started. Both the units of infantry in that field there, so I think it's a question of swinging these two battalions round now so that we can enfilade their flank, give them something unpleasant and move them across. Like that. And then it's a question of timing the cavalry attack, I think. Throw their general's bodyguard in to try and protect their guns. But it's not making a lot of difference. I might actually send them armed arms to attack their general's bodyguard to keep them occupied. Just coming through the wood now. Fourth Regiment of Horse. Hopefully about to overrun the enemy artillery. That. At the same time we've got the provisional gendarmerie coming in from the other direction, and they've charged into the General's bodyguard. So that appears to have settled the enemy's artillery completely. Doesn't look like their infantry are having a very good day either. No, they've broken already, so we will send cavalry in to finish them off. What happened to the other unit? I've lost the regiment of their infantry. Where did it go? Must have broken. How strange. Too many trees, I can't see anything. I haven't got the victory screen, which suggests that they've still got troops ready to fight. Oh, that's another unit. Oh, okay. Bit of a messy end, but victory to the Prussians again. And that's the end of the battle. Another heroic victory. Seems to be standard, these heroic victories at the moment.